chosen one. You made God declare an emergency in heaven. Michael had never seen it. Listen closely, because what you are about to hear carries weight for your life. And if you turn away now, you may miss a moment meant to lift you, steady you, and change how you see everything ahead. This is not about fear, it is about attention, because something in your life has reached a point that could no longer be ignored. The emergency in heaven was not chaos, it was urgency born out of love, a response to what you have been carrying, facing, and enduring in silence. What it means is simple and powerful at the same time. Your life, your struggle, and your unseen prayers have reached a place where heaven has leaned in closer than ever before. Type Amen to affirm. I saw what you thought no one noticed, the quiet battles you fought when no one clapped for you, the tears you held back so others would not worry. That is what stirred heaven. Not perfection, not performance, but persistence. When you kept going, even when your strength felt thin, when you chose not to give up, even when it felt easier to walk away, something shifted. That shift is what caused the urgency, because you crossed a line from surviving into becoming. This is why Michael had never seen it like this before, because this was not about danger approaching you, but about something inside you rising that could not be delayed any longer. Heaven does not rush without reason. When heaven moves quickly, it is because something important is ready to unfold. You are standing in a moment where what has been building quietly is about to step into the open. And you need to understand it, so you do not miss what is meant for you. If you feel something stirring in your heart right now, a mix of curiosity and recognition, it is because this is touching something real inside you. Do not brush that feeling aside. That feeling is alignment. It is the part of you that knows you were not meant to stay where you are. It is the part of you that knows your story is not finished, no matter how long the road has been. Take a moment right now and gently press the like button as a quiet act of agreement, not for me, but as a sign that you are open to what God is doing in your life. The emergency in heaven was declared because your season of waiting has reached its limit. Not every wait is endless. Some waits are preparation, and once that preparation is complete, movement begins. You have been in a season where things felt slow, unclear, and sometimes even unfair. But what you did not see is that every delay was shaping you into someone who can carry what is coming next. Michael stood watching because even among angels, moments like this are rare. Moments when a life shifts direction so deeply that it echoes beyond what is visible. You may have felt overlooked, but you were never unseen. You may have felt forgotten, but you were never abandoned. What you are stepping into now is not random. It is the result of everything you endured without giving up your faith. There are things that tried to break you, and there were times you almost let them, but you did not. You bent, but you did not collapse. You questioned, but you did not completely turn away. And that is why you are here now, hearing this, feeling this, recognizing that something is different. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. This is where your understanding needs to grow. The emergency was not about something being taken from you, it was about something being released to you. There is a difference, and it matters. When something is taken, it leaves emptiness. But when something is released, it fills what once felt empty. You are moving from a place of lack into a place of receiving. Do not expect everything to suddenly become perfect. That is not how growth works. But expect clarity where there was confusion. Expect strength where there was weakness. Expect doors to open that you did not even know were there. These are not coincidences. These are signs of alignment. You have carried questions for a long time. Why was it so hard? Why did things not work out the way you hoped? Why did people leave or disappoint you? These questions are not ignored. They are part of your journey. And now, you are starting to see that what felt like loss was often protection, and what felt like delay was often direction. The urgency in heaven came because it was time for you to see this clearly. Not partially, not vaguely, but clearly. You are not stuck. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are in transition. And transition can feel uncomfortable because it asks you to let go of what you knew, even if what you knew was not working anymore. I am with you in this moment, not far, not distant, but present. You do not need to prove anything to receive what is meant for you. You only need to remain open, steady, and willing to move forward when the path becomes clear. And that clarity is coming, step by step, not all at once, but enough for you to keep going. You are chosen not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. Willing to grow, willing to learn, willing to keep walking, even when the road is uncertain. That willingness is powerful. It is what sets you apart. It is what allowed this moment to arrive. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. This is not your imagination. This is the continuation of what was set into motion when heaven responded to your life. The urgency has already turned into movement, and that movement is starting to reach you in ways you can feel. What once confused you is starting to make sense in small pieces. You may not have all the answers yet, but you are no longer standing in complete darkness. There is a sense that things are lining up, even if they are not fully visible. This is how change often begins. It does not arrive loudly at first. It begins quietly, gently, and then grows stronger as you learn to trust it. There were moments when you thought nothing was happening at all. You looked around your life and saw delays, silence, and closed paths. You wondered if your efforts were wasted. But now you are starting to see that what looked like nothing was actually preparation. Every quiet moment was building something inside you that could not have been built any other way. Type 1111 if you believe. I want you to understand something deeply. You were not being tested to fail. You were being shaped to carry something greater. And shaping takes time. It takes pressure. It takes moments where you feel stretched beyond what you thought you could handle, but you handled it. Even when you felt like you were barely holding on, you did not let go completely. This is why things are changing now. Because you have become someone who can move forward without breaking under the weight of what comes next. You have learned patience in ways you did not expect. You have learned endurance in ways you did not ask for. And now those lessons are becoming strength. There is also something else you need to see. Not everything that left your life was meant to stay. Some people, some situations, and some opportunities were not aligned with where you are going. It hurt when they left. It felt confusing. But what felt like loss was actually clearing. It was making space for what truly belongs in your life. You are not meant to carry everything and everyone with you. You are meant to move forward, lighter, clearer, and more focused. And that is exactly what is happening now. Even if you still feel attached to what is behind you, there is a part of you that knows you cannot go back. That part of you is right. Keep going forward. You may start to notice small changes around you, conversations that feel different, opportunities that appear unexpectedly. Moments where you feel guided to make a choice without fully knowing why. Pay attention to these things. They are not random. They are part of the path opening for you. Do not rush ahead out of fear. Move with awareness. Take each step with intention. You do not need to figure everything out at once. You only need to take the next step when it becomes clear. That is how this journey will unfold for you. Type 222 to receive blessings. There will still be moments where doubt tries to return. That is natural. You have spent a long time in uncertainty, so your mind may try to go back to what it knows. But you are not in that same place anymore. You are in a new phase, even if it still feels unfamiliar. When doubt comes, do not fight it with fear. Meet it with calm awareness and remind yourself of how far you have already come. You have already made it through things you once thought would break you. Remember that. Let that memory strengthen you when your confidence feels low. You are stronger than you were before. Not because everything became easy, but because you kept going through what was hard. There is also something important about timing that you are beginning to understand. Not everything happens when you want it to, but things often happen when you are ready for them, even if you do not realize it at the time. You are entering a moment where readiness and opportunity are starting to meet. That is a powerful place to be. Do not underestimate this moment just because it feels calm. Calm does not mean nothing is happening. Sometimes calm means everything is aligning beneath the surface. And when the alignment is complete, movement becomes visible. You are closer than you think. There is a reason you are still here, still listening, still searching for meaning and direction. That reason is not accidental. It is connected to your purpose. And your purpose is not something distant or unreachable. It is something that unfolds through your choices, your actions, and your willingness to grow. You do not need to become someone else to step into what is meant for you. You only need to continue becoming more of who you truly are. Let go of the need to compare yourself to others. Your path is not the same as theirs. Your timing is not the same as theirs. And that is exactly how it should be. You are moving at the pace that is right for you. There will be moments ahead where you are asked to trust more deeply than before. Not blindly, but with awareness. Trust that the path is opening even when you cannot see the full picture. Trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by. Trust that you are being guided, even in ways you do not fully understand yet. This is where your strength will show itself again. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into success? A confidential CIA finding exposes a unique 7-second practice that activates money, attracting brainwaves automatically. Backed by science and 4 elite labs, this simple home ritual is helping struggling people move into dream lifestyles. But this page may not stay live. Click the link in the description and comments before it is wiped from the internet. Because trusting is not always easy. It asks you to move forward without guarantees, but you are not moving without support. You are not walking alone. Even when you cannot see it, there is guidance around you, steady and consistent, and you are learning to recognize it. The emergency in heaven was never about fear. It was about attention, about focus, about a moment that could not be ignored. And now that moment is reaching you more clearly. You are not the same person you were before. You have grown, even if you did not always notice it. What once made you anxious is beginning to lose its hold. This is not because your life suddenly became perfect, but because your perspective is changing. And when your perspective changes, everything else begins to shift around it. There was a time when you searched for signs everywhere, hoping for something clear, something undeniable. You wanted certainty, something you could hold on to without question. But what you are learning now is that clarity often grows from within before it becomes visible outside. You are becoming more aware of your own inner voice, the quiet sense that guides you when everything else feels uncertain. That awareness is not random, it is part of the guidance you have been given. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. There is something powerful happening in your life right now, something that cannot be rushed or forced. It is unfolding in its own time, step by step, layer by layer. You may feel moments of impatience, wondering why things are not happening faster. But understand this clearly. Speed is not always strength. What is being built in your life needs to be steady so it can last. You have seen what happens when things come too quickly and fall apart just as fast. That is not what is meant for you now. What is coming is meant to stay, to grow, and to support you in ways that are real and lasting. That is why the process has been slow at times. It has been careful, intentional, and purposeful. Think about how much you have changed, even in ways you did not expect. You react differently now. You see situations with more understanding. You are less controlled by fear and more guided by awareness. These changes may seem small, but they are not. They are the foundation for everything that is coming next. There are still moments when old thoughts try to return, telling you that nothing will change, that you will stay stuck where you are. But those thoughts are echoes of a past version of you. They do not define who you are becoming. You are no longer the same person who believed those thoughts completely. You have grown beyond that. And that growth is what makes this moment different. Type 555 to affirm. You may also begin to notice a shift in the way people interact with you. Some may feel drawn to you in ways they cannot explain. Others may seem distant or uncomfortable. This is not something to fear. It is a natural part of change. As you grow, your energy changes, and not everyone will align with that change. Do not chase what is pulling away from you. Let it go with understanding. What is meant to stay will remain without force, and what is meant to come will arrive without struggle. This is a time of alignment, and alignment requires honesty, even when it is uncomfortable. You are also being called to trust yourself more deeply than before, not blindly, but with awareness. You have learned from your experiences. You have seen what works and what does not. Now it is time to use that understanding. Stop doubting your ability to make the right choices. You are more capable than you realize. There will be decisions ahead that require courage, not dramatic courage, but quiet courage. The kind that asks you to choose what is right for you, even if it is not easy. The kind that asks you to walk away from what no longer serves you, even if it feels familiar. This is where your strength will show itself again. You are not being asked to be perfect. You are being asked to be honest with yourself. There is also something important about your pace that you need to remember. You do not need to rush to prove anything. You do not need to compete with anyone. Your journey is your own. Moving too quickly can cause you to miss what is important. Moving with awareness allows you to see what matters. Take your time, but do not stop. You are moving forward, even when it feels slow. Every step you take is part of something larger. You may not see the full picture yet, but that does not mean it is not there. It is forming, piece by piece, in ways you will understand more clearly as you continue. There is also a sense of renewal beginning to rise within you. It may come as a new idea, a new direction, or simply a new way of thinking. Do not ignore it. That sense of renewal is important. It is a sign that you are not meant to stay where you are. It is a sign that something new is trying to grow within you. Give it space. Let yourself explore it without fear. You do not need to have all the answers right now. You only need to be open to the possibility that something better is unfolding for you. That openness is what allows growth to happen. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now. But this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You have spent enough time doubting yourself. It is time to start trusting what you feel, what you see, and what you are becoming. Trust does not mean you will never feel uncertain. It means you continue moving forward even when you do. That is what you are doing now. And that is why this moment matters. You are not at the beginning anymore. You are in the middle of something important, something that is shaping your future in ways you will understand more clearly soon. Do not turn back now. Do not let fear or doubt pull you away from what is unfolding. Stay present, stay steady, stay aware, because what is coming next will require you to be ready, not rushed, not afraid, but ready. And you are becoming ready more with each step you take. This is the kind of movement that does not disappear overnight. It stays, it returns, it gently reminds you that your life is not meant to remain the same. And the more you listen to it, the more natural it begins to feel. There were days when you felt completely lost, unsure of what direction to take or what decision would bring peace. You looked for answers outside, hoping someone or something would give you certainty. But what you are realizing now is that the answers you needed were forming within you all along. You just had to reach a place where you could hear them clearly. Type 1212 to claim miracles. This is the part of your journey where awareness deepens. You begin to notice patterns you once ignored. You start to understand why certain things happened the way they did. You see how moments that felt like setbacks were actually guiding you in a different direction. This understanding does not come all at once. It comes slowly, through reflection, through growth, through honesty with yourself. And honesty is something you are becoming stronger in. You are no longer pretending that everything is fine when it is not. You are no longer ignoring what you feel just to keep things comfortable. That shift is powerful. It allows you to make decisions that are real, not based on fear or pressure, but based on truth. There is also a growing sense of calm inside you, even when things around you are uncertain. That calm is not weakness, it is strength. It is the result of everything you have endured and everything you have learned. It is the part of you that knows you will be okay, even when the path ahead is not fully clear. You may still have moments where you question yourself. That is natural. Growth does not remove doubt completely, but it changes how you respond to it. Instead of being controlled by doubt, you observe it, you understand it, and then you move forward anyway. That is progress. Type Amen to affirm. There is something else you are beginning to notice. The way you value your time and energy is changing. You are no longer willing to give everything to situations or people that do not give back in a meaningful way. This is not selfishness, it is awareness. It is understanding that your energy matters and that where you place it shapes your life. You are becoming more selective, more intentional, and more aligned with what truly matters to you. That is a sign of growth. It means you are no longer living on autopilot. You are making choices with purpose, even if those choices are still evolving. There will be moments ahead where you are faced with opportunities that require you to step out of your comfort zone. These opportunities may not look perfect. They may even feel uncertain at first. But there will be something about them that feels right, something that draws you in. Pay attention to that feeling. It is not about taking every opportunity that comes your way. It is about recognizing the ones that align with who you are becoming. That recognition will come from the awareness you have been building. It will not be forced. It will feel natural, even if it is a little uncomfortable. Growth often feels that way. You are also learning to let go of the need for control. Not completely, but enough to allow life to unfold without constant resistance. You are realizing that not everything needs to be planned perfectly. Some things need to be experienced, understood, and allowed to develop in their own time. This does not mean you stop caring about your future. It means you trust that your actions in the present are shaping that future in ways you cannot always predict. That trust is what allows you to move forward without being paralyzed by uncertainty. And you are moving forward. Even on days when it feels slow, even on days when you feel unsure, you are still moving. That is what matters. Progress is not always visible in big moments. Sometimes it is hidden in small choices, in quiet decisions, in the way you respond to situations differently than you once did. These small changes add up. They create momentum. And that momentum is what carries you into the next phase of your life. You may not fully see that next phase yet, but you are getting closer to it. You are preparing for it with every step you take, every lesson you learn, every moment you choose to grow instead of giving up. There is also a sense of purpose beginning to take shape within you. It may not be fully clear yet, but it is there. It shows up in the things that interest you, the things that matter to you, the things that make you feel alive. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique, backed by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. Do not ignore that sense of purpose. Explore it. Give it your attention. Because it is connected to where you are going, you are not meant to wander without direction forever. You are meant to discover, to learn, and to step into something that feels meaningful. That discovery takes time, but you are already on that path. You have been on it longer than you realize. Now you are just starting to see it more clearly. So stay with it. Stay present in your journey. Do not rush to the end. There is value in every part of this process, even the parts that feel uncertain, because those uncertain moments are shaping you into someone who can handle what is coming next. And what is coming next is not something to fear. You are beginning to sense a deeper level of clarity now, something that feels steady rather than temporary. It is not a sudden burst of understanding, but a quiet knowing that continues to grow stronger each day. This is how real transformation happens. It does not rush in loudly and disappear just as fast. It settles into you, becomes part of you, and changes how you move through your life. There was a time when you relied heavily on external validation to feel certain about your path. You looked for approval, for reassurance, for signs that you were doing the right thing. But now, something is shifting within you. You are starting to trust your own judgment more. You are beginning to see that you do not need constant confirmation from others to know you are moving in the right direction. Type 222 to receive blessings. This shift is important because it marks a turning point in your journey. When you begin to trust yourself, you stop hesitating in the same way. You stop second-guessing every decision. You still think, you still reflect, but you no longer freeze in fear. Instead, you move forward with awareness, accepting that not every step will be perfect, but every step will teach you something valuable. There is also a growing sense of independence in the way you think and feel. You are no longer easily influenced by opinions that do not align with your truth. You listen, but you filter. You consider, but you decide. This balance is something you have learned through experience, through moments where you followed the wrong voice and had to find your way back. Now, you are more grounded. You are more aware of what feels right for you, and that awareness is guiding you forward. Type 1010 if you trust God. There may still be moments where uncertainty appears, especially when you are faced with decisions that carry weight. But even in those moments, you are not the same person you were before. You do not panic in the same way. You take a breath, you think, and you respond with more clarity than you once had. This is growth, this is strength. And this is why the urgency in heaven was not misplaced, because you are becoming someone who can handle what is unfolding. There are also deeper emotional shifts happening within you. You are learning to process your feelings instead of avoiding them. You are allowing yourself to feel without being overwhelmed by those feelings. This is not easy, but it is necessary. It helps you understand yourself more fully and prevents you from repeating patterns that once held you back. You are breaking cycles, even if you do not always see it clearly. You are choosing differently, even in small ways, and those small choices are changing your life. There is something else you are starting to notice. The things that once drained your energy no longer have the same effect. You are becoming more protective of your peace. You are more aware of what you allow into your life and what you choose to keep at a distance. This is not about building walls, it is about creating balance. It is about knowing when to engage and when to step back, and you are learning that balance now. You may also find yourself drawn to new ideas, new environments, or new ways of thinking. This is part of your growth. When you change, your interests and perspectives change as well. Do not resist this. Allow yourself to explore without fear of losing who you are. You are not losing yourself. You are discovering more of yourself. That discovery is what leads to purpose. It is what helps you understand where you belong and what you are meant to do. And while that purpose may not be fully clear yet, you are moving closer to it with each step you take. There will be moments ahead where you feel a strong pull to make a change, something that feels significant. It may involve letting go of something familiar or stepping into something unknown. These moments will test your trust, not just in the path, but in yourself. When those moments come, do not rush your decision. Take the time to understand what you feel. Listen to that quiet inner voice that has been guiding you. It will not lead you in the wrong direction. You have learned too much to ignore it now. You have grown too much to doubt it completely. There is also a deeper sense of patience forming within you. Not the kind of patience that feels forced, but the kind that comes from understanding that everything has its time. You are no longer in a constant rush to see results immediately. You are learning to appreciate progress even when it is slow. This patience will serve you well, because what is coming next in your life will require steadiness. It will require you to stay grounded even when things begin to move faster, and they will begin to move faster. That is something you need to be ready for, because after a period of slow growth, there often comes a period of visible change. Opportunities will begin to appear more clearly, decisions will need to be made more quickly, and your ability to stay calm and aware will be important. You are preparing for that now. Every moment of growth, every moment of reflection, every moment of understanding is building that readiness within you. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. You are not behind, you are not late, you are exactly where you need to be to move forward. So, continue. Stay steady, stay aware, stay open to what is unfolding, because what is ahead of you is not something to fear. It is something to step into with confidence, even if that confidence is still growing.